Mrs. Monashee favourite. Abadante up, carries the 60 kilos. Jeff Snowden to ride.
Is there any of them? Oh, a couple of them.
Star of Bethlehem goes to its Sally. Filling the gates quickly. Kawana King is up. And Tycoon Meg, I think, is the last to complete the line. 1,000 metres the journey, and they're set to run. No, they're not. There's one to come out from behind there, but it's always one more, isn't there? Lockout comes up. Now I think they're set to run. Line's good. Lights on, set to go. Just about to run. One's a bit fidgety, but he's happy with them now. They are racing. And Mrs. Monashee showing lots of pace. The fave comes across to lead. Magnormus driving through. Armadante's up there in the early division. Clever Gent drops out to the tail of the field. Golovkin just ahead of it and Lockout just ahead of it. But Armadante crosses them and comes across to lead from Kawana King. Mrs. Monashee runs third. Now joined on the outside by Encore Sal. 3 further back to Star of Bethlehem. Magnormus around Star of Bethlehem. 3 further back to Golovkin. Then 1 further back to Tycoon Meg. 4 to Lockout and Clever Gents last of all. Kawana King reaches the lead from Armadante. Armadante kicks back through on the inside. Right around the outside is Encore Sal. Then behind them is Magnormus waiting for the last crack. Armadante, they all swing wide and Mrs. Monashee gets through on the inside. A line of 3 or 4. It's on the outside. Golovkin charging through from Encore Sal and Mrs. Monashee. Golovkin the outside going with it. Encore Sal. Golovkin, it's going to win again here. Golovkin got the money from Encore Sal. Third, I think Magnormus. From Mrs. Monashee, then Star of Bethlehem, dropping out of it Kawana King, so too Armadante, Clever Gent back third last, Tycoon Meg, and going across the line. Last of all, in the event is Lockout.
I didn't get the fourth one.
Numbers?
384. I didn't get the fourth one.
Number 3 is the winner, Golovkin, ridden by Jason Misson and trained by Scott Rogers. Number 3, Golovkin's the winner. Encore Sal, good ride too by Billy Rose Derbyshire. Really put it to Golovkin in the last little bit, but the Roma horse was just a little bit strong, and Scott Rogers opting to come here rather than Roma today, and it's worked out well. Saluting the judge first from Encore Sal. Number 3rd. And Mrs. Monashee may be 3rd, but we'll wait for the judge to confirm those. He's 3-8-2. 2 was run 3rd, according to the judge. 3-8 and 2. Number 5 has run 4th and 10 5th. So the numbers here are 3-8-2. Golovkin first, Jason Misson for Scott Rogers. Wicked Style out of Zeratami. Second goes to the 8, which is Encore Sal. Billy Rose Derbyshire for Kieran Kerwin at Clifton. By Rothsay out of Bravo Sal. And number 2 is 3rd Magnormus. From the Luke Morgan stable at Tamworth, so Luke takes a little bit of the cash home. Jody Worley, the rider, owned by Luke, and J.M. Maiden, Magnus Vita, a favourite of Bay Gelding. 3-8-2, 5 is 4th. And that is Mrs. Monashee, the started favourite, and 10 has run 5th, Star of Bethlehem. 56.92 is our time, 56.92. And I think it's a neck by 1 1/4. Or would that be right? I'll just double check that with the judge.
Looks like it. That's why I read it.
Wouldn't be 1 1/4. Second, third. They would cross the line together.
I would those fours over there, that's why I look at it.
We'll just double check those margins, but a neck is the winning margin. 3-8-2, 5 and 10.
I couldn't pick them out. When they finished close to that.
Tommy, can we check the margin between second and third? Winner coming back to scale, number 3, Golovkin. Good ride by Jason Misson. Second goes to 8, third goes to 2. Was it a length and a quarter, was it? Was it a length and a quarter between second and third? Okay, all right. They've posted 1 1/4.